Hi everyone, my name is Tia. I just got back from a family vacation, not even yesterday, today at 3 in the morning. So I'm exhausted, but it's a good kind of tired. And I came home to some book mail. Why not just wrap up the week with a literal hour-long boost of serotonin for myself? One, I got this new ring at an antique store for like $15. I won, I know. And these are all the books that I got on vacation. So maybe we'll just do this first and then we'll tackle the unboxing. Let's start with, I got Wildfire. I paid like $8 for this at an independent bookstore. Everything else is fully thrifted, like charity shops. But I want Wildfire because I did end up ordering Icebreaker. I'm really looking forward to the third one, Daydream. It just came out and I haven't read the second one. Hopefully I'll find that one thrifted one day in like several months down the line. I'm not really worried about it, but I will have the whole series then. Okay, let's get these two out of the way. I keep saying that I'm a big scaredy cat. I keep saying that I don't like Lisa Joelle or Jewel. I feel like I've brought her up in like several of my videos recently and somehow I end up taking home two. This I found at a library for $2. The Night She Disappeared, and then I found The Family Remains. I really only bought this because it was like you buy 2 books for $1, so I just needed an extra pair and I thought, you know what, now I have so many freaking Lisa Joelle books, maybe I'll just try again. I feel like my tolerance for spookiness or creepiness has increased, so that's good. Hi Figgy. Oh, Figgy was so happy to see me. It actually like made my whole week. He would not leave my side last night. It was the best. Figgy. Oh, do you want this? I've never seen this one, but this one honestly really intrigued me and I think I'm gonna keep it, and if I don't like it, I'm just gonna give it away. Oh my gosh. Where's your mouse? 19-year-old Tallulah and Zach disappear after partying at the massive country estate of a new college friend. 1 year after the case runs cold, a writer moves into a cottage at the end of the woods. She's on a stroll. She stumbles upon a mysterious note that simply reads, "Dig here." DCI Samuel Owusu. I'm so tired right now. Owusu is called to the scene of a shocking discovery, one that will unearth a decades-old crime. Rachel receives news as well. Michael, her husband, has found murdered. Lucy, on the other hand, is finally coming home after fleeing London 30 years ago in the wake of a tragedy. There is so much going on. I got The Bandit Queens for $2. I've been oh, actually no, I didn't. I got this book for freaking 75 cents. I've been actually really intrigued by this book. I saw it in a Barnes & Nobles or something and I was like, no, I need to find it thrifted. And then I saw it at a Goodwill and I saw it for like $4, $6 and I was like, I can do better than that. And I did. This just sounds so good. I'm so excited to own this and I can't wait to read it. This is by Ballantine Books. I really like Ballantine Publishing. 5 years ago, Geeta lost her no-good husband, as in she actually lost him. He walked out on her and she has no idea where he is. But in a remote village in India, rumor has it that Geeta killed him. If you hear like crinkling, Figgy is playing with his cat journal. Here, let me show you. Figgy. Oh God. And now other women are asking for her expertise, turning her into an unwitting consultant for husband disposal. I just think this is so fun. Filled with clever criminals, second chances, and wry and witty women. I've been really looking forward to finding this in a used shop. All of these books were 50 cents each. Literal steal. I'm so excited about it. One, Carrie Soto's back paperback. I don't think I'm going to be keeping this because I do have the hardcover that I bought. I think I bought it used on eBay and it's the gold cover and I absolutely adore it. It looks so good. So I think I will be giving this away, but I just thought, oh my God, I love this book. If anyone is interested, if anyone isn't interested in sports too, like this is a woman who plays tennis, but it is so much more about it. There's so much more depth to the book than just sports, even if you're not interested in sports at all. But if you are a sports fan like myself, you will have such a good time. You are so enwrapped in the story. You end up having a love-hate relationship with Carrie. She is fierce. By the time she retires from tennis, she is the best player in the world. 6 years after her retirement, Carrie finds herself sitting in the stands of the 1994 US Open, watching her record be taken from her by a brutal, stunning player named Nikki Chan. At 37 years old, Carrie makes the monumental decision to come out of retirement and be coached by her father for one last year in an attempt to reclaim her record. Carrie Soto's back is probably up there with Daisy Jones and the Six with my favorite TJR. So good. I got Mockingjay. hardcover, mostly because I've been looking for the hardcover copies. I have Catching Fire from my childhood, and who knows what happened to my Hunger Games and Mockingjay, because I definitely read them. I don't know where they went. I only have the second one, and oddly enough, you can only find the second ones in thrift shops, or like at least that's in my experience. I'm constantly looking for the first and the third, and I rarely ever see them. I only ever see Catching Fire, so like, of course, I had to snag it at 50 cents. These two, I feel like were really popular lately. Nora Goes Off Script and Summer Romance by Annabelle Monaghan. These covers are not doing it for me, like, which is why I've just never had any interest in picking them up. But for 50 cents, I've heard a lot of good things about this author. This book specifically, I think this summer has gotten a lot of hype. Nora Goes Off Script, Romance Channel screenwriter Nora knows the formula for love better than anyone, but her too-good-to-work husband leaves her and their 2 kids. Nora turns her marriage collapse into the best script of her life. It's picked up for the big screen and set to film at her home with former sexiest man alive Leo Vance cast as her ex-husband. Nora's life will never be the same. Oh, and then there's a proposition. Oh, I love me a good proposition. He'll pay $1,000 a day to stay for a week. She could use the money, but it's the need in his eyes that makes her say yes. Okay. I should not have judged a book by a cover. That looks so interesting. And I also am obsessed with this spine. I love the little house right here. I think that's so sweet. Her mom died 2 years ago, and then her husband left, and she hasn't worn pants with the zipper in longer than she cares to remember. That's so real, girl. That's okay. Women don't need zippers. No one is more surprised than Allie when the first time she takes off her wedding ring and puts on pants with hardware, overalls count, right? She meets someone. Or rather, her dog claims a man for her by peeing on him. The last thing newly single mom Allie needs is to make her life messier. But there's no harm in a little summer romance, is there? Okay, they also have a little dog in the corner. Oh, that's so cute. Putnam books, I also am a fan of Putnam. I also love when there are parent romances, single parent romances, or even like co-parenting romances. I really enjoy the depth that I find in those kinds of romances. I said romances so many times. The book that I think I am most excited about, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that my favorite publisher is Riverhead, and they, this summer, like this is a very, very recent release, came out with All Fours by Miranda July, and I feel like I've seen this book everywhere this summer. It has been on long lists for different awards. People are saying lots of positive things about this, so when I saw it, I snagged immediately. And what's cute, I'm not going to show you for like privacy reasons, I guess. I don't know these people, but someone left a picture booth photo. What's it called? I cannot speak today. It's very adorable. It's like a baby shower. I would feel so sad if I was this family and I left this in a book, because like I would love to ship this to them. Okay, I'm not going to show you the name of the baby. Look at this. That is so cute. So if you happen to see this and this is your family, email me and I'll ship this to you, because I don't want you to not have this precious family memory. But this was on the front of the book, so I'm gonna use it as a bookmark. An irreverent, sexy, tender, hilarious, and surprising novel about a woman upending her life. Semi-famous artist announces her plan to drive cross-country from LA to NYC. 30 minutes after leaving her husband and a child at home, she spontaneously exits the freeway, checks into her nondescript motel, and immerses herself in an entirely different journey. All Fours tells the story of one woman's quest for a new kind of freedom. Part absurd entertainment, part tender reinvention of the sexual, romantic, and domestic life of a 45-year-old female artist, All Fours transcends expectation while excavating our beliefs about life lived as a woman. I'm so excited for this book. I'm ride or die Riverhead fan. I think I'm really gonna like this book. Oh, so many like good women stories. That was really good. I don't know if you can see this whole stack. I've got a proper stack. Just to reiterate, these two I bought myself, but like just in general, I hope that I express my gratitude enough, and it is a dream come true that I can say I am getting sent books. Enough of that. But then really quickly before I get into books, this is not sponsored by any means. Clever Fox sent me their reading journal, and I just wanted to show you in case you have been on the market for a reading journal, and if you're lazy like me, like a blank reading journal is quite intimidating. This has like a really nice template for you to go off of. So I just thought I'd share that. This will be the one that I'm using, because right now I'm doing my digital reading journal, which I do love. That thing is so freaking fun. I never thought I'd be a reading journal type of person, but I keep more of like tracking and statistics. This is like more like, oh, what did I think about it? So I'm really hoping that that will be good for me. So let's start with this one. This is like wrapped in very cute gold foiling, and I think I know what it is. so excited. This is coming out in September. It is so beautiful. Adam and Evie's Matchmaking Tour by Nora Nguyen. It's an enemies to lovers romance, and it's a debut author. Or actually no, it's Nora Nguyen is the pen name of Thao Tai, the dynamic literary fiction author who wrote Banyan Moon. Now I need to read Banyan Moon. That sounds really good. Lacking income and inspiration, she's stuck in Ohio and with no idea how to move forward until hope arrives in a surprising letter. Auntie Howe left Evie her San Francisco row house, a place full of Evie's happiest memories. The catch? To inherit, she must go on a pre-arranged matchmaking tour in Vietnam. A world away, Adam Quinn has a chip on his shoulder. He's working on the clock as CMO for his sister's elite matchmaking business. Two stubborn hearts, one whirlwind adventure. It's a story of how living bravely can lead you to the most unexpected places and the most imperfect, perfect loves. Half my family is like culturally Vietnamese, so I am so stinking excited. So thank you, Avon. Okay. Oh my god, they sent it to me. The Lantern of Lost Memories. What if you could revisit the one moment where everything changed? By Sanaka Hiragi, and this is translated by Jessie Kirkwood. This is a Japanese translated fiction by Grand Central Publishing. Oh, I'm so excited for it. Look at the spine. And it's got a cat in the back. This is the story of the peculiar and magical photo studio owned by Mr. Hirasaka, a collector of antique cameras. Japanese fiction is so beautiful. It is very atmospheric, but also at the same time like so straightforward when it's translated to English. I have no doubt that like there's some nuance left with the translation, but I've been reading, I think I'm in the middle of like 2 translated Japanese fictions right now, and I'm loving both of them. Beyond its straightforward interior, however, is a secret. The studio is, in fact, the door to the afterlife, a place between life and death where those who have departed have a chance, one last time, to see their entire life flash before their eyes via Mr. Hirasaki's spinning lantern of memories. Mr. Hirasaka also offers guests a second gift, a chance to travel back in time to take a photo of one particular moment in their lives that they wish to cherish in a special way. It is full of charm and whimsy. It will sweep you away to a world of nostalgia, laughter, and love. I'm so excited. Thank you, Grand Central Publishing. That is so sweet of you guys. Okay, and then these bad boys I bought on Amazon, and I know exactly what's in them. One, these are in really good condition. I buy Icebreaker. This is like it's such good. No one has read this book. I will absolutely take criticism on it, but it's a fun book to read. And then I have Christina Lauren's The True Love Experiment, which is probably one of my favorite Christina Lauren's. I be reading everything that these two women publish, but a lot of them I simply tolerate. But I will read everything they write. Like The Paradise Problem was very just okay. Something Wilder, wild. There's nothing wilder than that book, and like not in a good way. But The True Love Experiment I thought had really good writing, really good chemistry. It's some kind of dating show, and our main characters are one of the contestants and the director of the show. So good. The only negative thing I had to say about this book was our main character, Felicity Chen. First, her nickname is Fizzy. I'll never forgive them for that. But I also couldn't really tell she was Asian, which is like pretty disappointing. They did say in their author's note that they had Asian sensitivity Asian sensitivity readers. I don't think they did anything offensive necessarily by any means. It's more of just I didn't feel like the representation was authentic. Nevertheless, I still enjoyed the story. They are an auto read author, not an auto buy, an auto read author for me, for sure. And I really like this book. I bought James Baldwin's Giovanni's Room. My range, okay? My range is insane. I've wanted to read this so bad, and I've been trying to find it at some kind of thrift shop. I thought I would be able to find it in a library sale, like digging through the boxes, but I cannot. I have yet to, and I've been to so many. It is a queer book. It is set in the 1950s Paris. A young man finds himself caught between desire and conventional morality. Sharp, probing imagination, it delves into the mystery of loving and creates a moving, highly controversial story of death and passion that reveals the unspoken complexities of the human heart. I'm sure you guys didn't need need me to read the back, but I'm very excited to read it. And then my last pickup from this package is Kitchen by Banana Yoshimoto, which I buddy read with Jillian. I will link her TikTok below. There's dog hair in the book. That's all right. I thought it was such a sweet, moving, and sad but profound book about grief and moving on and life after loss. It was so good. It was beautiful. Aw, and it has a little sticker from the library of Deanne Lindwall. Thanks, Deanne, for donating your book. I will cherish it, I promise. It was published in Japan in 1988. Banana Mania. After Banana Yoshimoto published this, Banana Mania seized the country. That's actually so crazy. Imagine having such a cool name like Banana. The reason why Jillian and I read it is because I went to a talk of Brian Washington's, who wrote Family Meal, Memorial. You don't need an introduction to Brian Washington if you've been watching me. He said that he rereads Kitchen every year. It was so nice getting to see in the lens of one of my favorite authors, like what he loves about certain books, and I can absolutely see why this would deserve a reread every year. It was so fantastic, and I'm so like happy that I own it now. It was really good. I would highly recommend it. This is really working. I'm not as tired. I'm a little delusional and I'm like slurring my words, but I'm happy. Oh, they double packaged it. Is that bad? Why does it need so much packaging? Wait, I'm missing a book. Oh man. It was the book I was most excited about. Well, I did buy Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. It unfortunately, it's not in the package. That's so odd. But I bought Girl in Pieces by Kathleen Glasgow, which such an heartbreaking raw story. She's coming out with something in October or November called The Girl Made of Glass, or The Glass Girl, about alcoholism, and this one was about drug use and suicidality. It was so good. I would go into this book with a heavy heart, and an open mind, and probably good mental health. I wouldn't recommend this to anyone struggling because it is so real, so raw. She does not shy away from ugly side of being a young woman. I still think about it so often, and I read it like 2 years ago or something. Frederick Bachman's Things My Son Needs to Know About the World, one of my favorite authors. So now I think I officially own all of his books in English. I officially read all of his books sometime earlier this year, but this is a nonfiction. I just thought it was so sweet. His writing is so funny. It makes me want to cry thinking about his son reading this one day. I love this man. I love his writing. It's so good, and I would really recommend this one. And you could tell it was coming from a parent. It was just really good. Lots of heart in it. The Sign for Home by Blair Fell unfortunately did not come with a dust jacket, which I honestly hate. I might give this away. I think I saw it at like a library vlog. When a young deaf-blind man learns the girl he thought was lost forever might still be out there, he embarks on a life-changing journey to find her and his freedom. Whew, we have 3 packages left. Something so fun that happened to me. I got an email from Aardvark Book Club, and they offered to send me a book. You get to pick the books that come in your box, and if you haven't used Aardvark before, you can use the code LEAVES at checkout and get your first book for only $4. Like $4 is such a good deal, and they're hardcover. So I don't know what they sent me. Oh my god, this is fun. I'm not really a subscription box girl. So this is you and I's first experience together. And thanks Aardvark team for being so sweet. Okay. Yay. Ooh, they sent me these adorable little bookmarks. First, they sent me The Truth According to Ember. I'm very excited to read it. It came out on August 6th, and I know that because it came out the same day as Ellie Palmer's 4 Weekends and a Funeral, and I wanted to read both. So this is sick. Ember has not always been a liar. Well, not for anything that counted, at least. No one wanted Native American Ember, but white Ember just landed her dream accounting job in Park Avenue, Oklahoma City, that is. Accountant Ember thrives in corporate life, and her love life seems to be looking up as well. Danoa Colson, the IT guy and fellow native who caught her eye on the first date, seems to actually be interested in her too. Despite her unease over the no dating policy at work, they start to see each other secretly, which somehow makes it even hotter. She must make the hard decision to either stay silent or finally tell the truth, which could cost her everything. I'm so excited they have a Native American romance book. Like, it's actually so like jarring to hear this is the first, like 2024, seriously. But I've also heard people are not loving how she lies as like the premise of the story. So I am excited to make my own opinions about it. I actually gagged because this book, Bury Your Gaze by Chuck Tingle, is a book that I have wanted my grubby little hands on, so I did not even expect that they were gonna send this to me. I'm so happy. I've heard so many good things about this. It's like a weird sci-fi. Misha knows that chasing success in Hollywood can be hell, and the executives at the studio for his long-running streaming series just know the thing to kick off his career to the next level: kill off the gay characters for the algorithm. He refuses, but soon realizes that he's just put a target on his back. And what's worse, monsters from his horror movie days are stalking him and his friends through the hills of LA. Haunted by his past, Misha must risk his entire future before the silver screen horrors find a way to bury him for good. So cute. The aardvark logo is in the A. Oh, that's perfect. That is literally perfect. Aardvark, you know me so well. You did such a good job at picking what I would like. And then I already got a paperback version of this, but Perfume and Pain. I started it and like, it's so weird. It's so weird and it's great. And I love the cover. So now I have a hardcover of it. It's about this very messy lesbian, right? If you're interested in their books, they have some good September picks. You can use leaves, like fall leaves, and get one book for $4 buckaroonies. They're hardcovers and they're so, that's so cool. So thank you, Aardvark. I very much appreciate you guys. We're gonna open our Deborah Harkness box. And let's see. Book box. Oh, I heard like a metal jingle. Valentine. The Blackbird Oracle, highly anticipated 5th novel of the beloved best-selling All Souls series. So it came with a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna be so real with you. I haven't read 1 through 4 of this All Souls series by Deborah. Deborah, I'm sorry, but this is fantastic. Oh my god, they gave me a bird feather. They gave me custom M&Ms. These have been sitting in my room for about a month, so I'm gonna eat them for sure. That's actually sick. A tin of sand. What? Wait, this tin is so cute. What? They gave me tea. Oh my god, my mom is gonna be so hyped. That smells so good. Diana Bishop, an Oxford scholar and witch, and vampire geneticist Matthew D. Claremont. Oh my god, what? A vampire geneticist? Drawn to each other despite long-standing taboos, these two otherworldly beings found themselves at the center of a battle for a lost enchanted manuscript known as Ashmole 782. Okay, I don't want to spoil myself or anything, but if anyone has read this, please let me know if you're enjoying it, because this is the 5th out of the series and I don't think it's finished yet. This is so fun. Thank you, Penguin Random House, for sending this over. Oh, how long have I been talking to need to change my battery? Also, he's been sitting with me the whole time. Okay, we have one last box. I recently discovered Andrews McMeel, and I honestly really like the books and the authors that they support. I think their website has really interesting books. They first sent me Many Queens Tarot. So I think it's like a tarot card set. 78 tarot card deck was intentionally created to help define a more inclusive definition of femininity, beauty, and body image, which I really adore. The author is Letty Jane Rennekamp. And it looks like that. So that looks really, really cool. I love poetry. I got a poetry collection. The Secret of You by Aine. I truly apologize if I'm saying that wrong. Aine S. Thomas. Ian. Wait, is it Ian? I can't do this on like 4 hours of sleep. I-A-I-N. Ian. Ian? Oh, it's very interesting. It's got like visuals as well. I'm very excited to read this. I've got these books, these books, these books, and these books. This is a couple months accumulation of books, and then this is kind of like a special circumstance. I went on vacation and I thrifted a bunch of books. This is not like a casual weekend in my life. I just wanted to say that I'm very grateful. These are books I wish, okay. Okay, but I never take your time and your attention for granted. YouTube is so fun to me, and it is so fun to do this. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope you found some books that really piqued your interest. I know that I did. I'm so excited to read a lot of these, and I'm also excited to like own a lot of these now. These are books that I really liked. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Mr. Figgy is going to help me clean all this up, or maybe not, and I will see you next time. Bye.